Right now on the National Weather Desk, after the storms, California cleans up, surveying the damage as the atmospheric river finally stops.
You can also see they said 100 feet of sand width was gone and wiped out into the ocean.
The Pacific Northwest comes face to face with a landslide threat.
The threat of slides during this time is extremely high.
While folks in Utah look for new places to put all that snow.
You can't see where you're driving or when you're walking.
We'll show you the train that was derailed by avalanche debris and take you to Florida for this morning's launch of the latest SpaceX rocket.
From our nation's capital, this is the National Weather Desk.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the National Weather Desk. I'm Angela Brown. We are tracking two major weather threats this morning from Colorado to the plains. Heavy snow is on the way, and in the southeast, there's another severe storm threat. Meteorologist Brian Vandergraff is here with the information that you need to know.
All right, well, very good morning. As the system works its way across the nation, it's basically a system going from west to east. We've got snow through the upper Midwest and the severe threat down through portions of the south. Let's first talk about that snow potential. Winter storm warnings, Denver all the way through South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, right on up into Minnesota, and they could be seeing upwards of a foot or more of snow with winter weather advisories along the periphery there. And then down through the deep south, we're under a slight risk, a level 2 risk, damaging winds, large hail. Tornado threat is rather low, but from Shreveport to Little Rock, Memphis to Jackson, Mississippi, we'll be keeping a close eye on the potential for some strong winds and potentially also some hail. Angela?
All right, thanks, Brian. If those storms do develop down south, wind shear certainly will be a factor. Meteorologist Ryan Mirando is in Macon, Georgia, with an explanation.
Wind shear in the atmosphere is when winds will be changing speed and direction the farther in the atmosphere you go. So at the low end of the clouds, we've got weaker winds at the bottom of them, but at the top, the winds are much stronger. This creates like a pinwheel or windmill effect in the atmosphere that creates horizontal rotation in the atmosphere. Now, this isn't too dangerous for itself. However, when we combine this with the updrafts of a thunderstorm, that's when this looks to become more familiar. We flip this on the vertical axis, and this is how we could get a tornado to be forming that'll be coming down from the bottom of the cloud and onto the ground. That's when we could be seeing the dangerous conditions of a tornado, winds upwards of 100 miles per hour and damaging anything in its path.
And California is cleaning up after several severe winter storms really slammed that state. Officials say cleanup could take months in Pismo Beach north of Santa Barbara. The storms have caused a tremendous amount of beach erosion. Officials say dunes on the beach lost 2 to 5 feet of elevation and about 100 feet of sand width into the ocean. Myra Franco has more.
High storm surges swallowed up a good portion of Pismo Beach and Oceano Dunes. State Parks Acting District Superintendent Ronnie Glick showed us around, pointing out notable differences the next time you head to the beach in the Oceano Dunes.
But we actually have debris that the surf cast up onto the beach under the swings where kids would normally be swinging.
The swings and playground buried, along with the area where kids would build sandcastles due to the falling cliffs eating away the popular destination.
It's an amazing and tremendous force that happened here.
Same goes just 8 minutes away at Oceano Dunes. Day use and overnight camping has been closed because the Grande Creek is flowing like never before. Cars can't cross over the creek to get to their destination.
So there definitely will be changed conditions. There may be some steep drop-offs that people aren't used to. But as important, it's where people decide to camp, because with these high tides and high storms that have been coming in, a lot of times, people are so close that they get inundated.
Glick says the dunes are very resilient and can withstand storm surges like the ones we saw. As for the concerns of Pismo Beach having the potential to wash away with future storms,
don't worry, the beach will be back, and it'll be back in full force.
And what are the chances that those torrents of California rain triggered a muddy landslide that damaged an iconic entertainer's house? Well, that's what happened to Johnny Mathis. A hillside gave way in front of the 87-year-old singer's home in the Hollywood Hills, crushing his Jag, damaging power lines, and exposing pipes and other infrastructure. Unfortunately, the house has been damaged before in the past. Back in 2015, a fire destroyed the mansion, and it was rebuilt. Now to Utah, where heavy snow is helping to make up ground against the drought. The biggest issue right now, where to put all of that snow. Ariel Harrison has more from the mountains east of Salt Lake City.
We moved here 2 years ago. We've been waiting for some great snow.
Hannah Jostron says her family's dreamed about a Utah winter like this since getting here, but admits it seems like they're running out of places to put the snow.
All over the place. You can't see where you're driving or when you're walking.
Down the street, her neighbor Larry,
I keep throwing it on a higher pile.
is also hard at work shoveling snow.
I like to keep the driveway clean and so the UPS guy doesn't fall on his head.
While both are very grateful the snowpack will fill reservoirs, right now the massive piles make it tough to see other vehicles and pedestrians. But a good winter like this doesn't come often. And despite the struggles, the mountain community say they'd welcome more.
Hopefully it does a little bit for the Great Salt Lake, but we have a long way to go.
And now to the Pacific Northwest, where heavy rains have battered western Washington. All that water is causing rivers to rise, increasing the threat of a landslide. Theron Zahn shows us the situation just outside of Seattle.
We're in downtown Falls City, and folks around here know that when the rain comes down and that snow level goes up, they've got to keep an eye on the Snoqualmie River here. You can see that it is quickly filled up over the last 24 hours. While serious flooding is not expected for now, there are other dangers the heavy rain is bringing. Officials in King and Snohomish County are warning residents of landslide dangers as that rain is falling. One of the biggest areas of concern is along Highway 2, where the Bolt Creek wildfire raged last year. In the last few weeks, WashDOT has taken several dump truck loads of debris from one of the culverts near the fire zone. There are other areas of concern as well.
We have historic places like out by Monroe, Sultan area. There was a slide area off of Kellogg Loop Road.
The threat of slides during this time, the first few months of the year, is extremely high.
If you live near a steep slope or somewhere a slide has happened in the past, you're going to want to keep an eye out for any kind of ground movement. The soil will stay saturated for a while, even after the rain stops. And again, you can see the Snoqualmie River here just below flood stage, certainly filled to a capacity today as that rain continues to run off the Cascades. Thankfully, no major flooding is expected, at least on this river. We're going to continue to watch the forecast for you.
And it's a sight folks who live in the Tulsa, Oklahoma area will not forget anytime soon. In 2019, the Keystone Dam churned through more than twice as much water per second as Niagara Falls, and homes downstream from the Keystone Dam sank into brown water. Now that city wants to buy those damaged homes. Tyler Butler is in Tulsa with that story.
Joe Kralachek is on the team spearheading a voluntary buyout program with an ambitious goal: buy dozens of homeowners out from their damaged floodplain properties and safeguard the future.
Our plan is, as part of a mitigation plan, to purchase those properties and then demolish them, revert them back to green space, and then put an easement on them to ensure that nothing can ever be built within that floodplain again.
Years of work has brought in nearly $15 million of federal disaster relief, which should buy 60 to 65 properties. But 172 property owners have expressed interest. What comes next is on a case-by-case basis. Larger reclaimed areas could perhaps become a park, smaller areas reclaimed by nature. In the end, fewer people will know that pain of watching their home flood when the Arkansas next breaks its banks.
And shortly after sunrise this morning, SpaceX launched its latest rocket into orbit. Goes at 7:24 this morning, the 230-foot Falcon 9 left the launch pad, delivering the latest GPS rocket into space. The booster then landed on a drone ship a few hundred miles east of Charleston, South Carolina, in the Atlantic Ocean. By the way, the GPS rocket is nicknamed Amelia Earhart, a shout out to the aviation pioneer. And take a look at this. Alaska Railroad says an avalanche derailed a freight train about 40 miles south of Anchorage on Tuesday. 2 cars went off the tracks and another partially derailed. Officials said the 2 crew members on the train were able to get out and were not hurt. A railroad spokesperson said the incident is a reminder of the risk of wintertime travel in Alaska. Now,